Do you have any idea what you're doing?
No. There it is.
Oh, my gosh. I'm just watching you just punch buttons. And it's really funny for somebody to criticize that has no idea how any of that works on your side of the table. Like, I'm over here like, do you have any idea what you're doing? Do you have any idea? Move! Like I could do it, you know?
Do you have any idea what you're doing?
I'd just be over here just punching buttons. Move!
I don't know. What's it like just to sit there?
You know what? It's pretty nice. You know, there's the talent.
There's some things. Just got to have talent.
The lion's mouth.
Our cameras are not really super white balanced with the wide. I don't like it. But we've come too far now.
Yeah, we're in. We're in. No, you're right. It is pretty dramatic.
It's pretty.
And I'm wearing all white today,
yeah.
So that plays a role.
Well, I thought maybe the camera would it'd like the white and say, we'll figure it out on our own, but that's all right. That's all right. We're not demanding perfection.
No, we're not. Hey, this podcast is brought to you by Deer Camp Coffee.
There it
just
is.
got a brand new batch.
It smells good too.
Oh, makes the whole room. I wish there was. I wish this podcast was scratch and sniff.
Smell-o-vision.
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 You could just scratch Adam's red beard and you'd smell Deer Camp Coffee.
Like Deer Camp Coffee.
Adam's beard smells like Deer Camp Coffee. Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
I wouldn't either. That would be a wonderful.
Just like all day, you just sit there. And
I've got a candle that is a coffee flavored candle. I'm not mad about it. Did you get your beard off the mic?
Why?
Just bothers me a little bit. But it's not coffee time. It's later in the day.
It's a little bit later.
No, I mean every day's anytime's coffee time.
We could do a cup of coffee.
But I brought you something.
Brought me. Oh no, the goods. Oh, gotta love the goods.
Man, let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Sell it.
Nice. That's nice. This is the old Diet Sunkiss.
The old Diet Sunkiss.
Is there a better diet soda?
Oh, they are really good. They are really good. I mean, I can't think of one off the top of my head for sure.
No, you sure can't.
I really do like the Cherry Coke Zeros, though. They're really good, too.
Yeah, that's really good. That's good.
Cherry Coke
Sunkiss.
Zeros.
It's just because it doesn't fit the normal realm of diet.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
really good.
Delicious.
It's really good. We had a fun day yesterday, Adam.
It was a long day.
Busy day.
It was a really long day.
Me and you went to Ada, Oklahoma, to Bailey's Outdoor Shop.
Yes.
The official taxidermist.
The Final Descent Outdoors.
Yeah, that's right. You're the voice of that at the end of every episode.
Is it still me?
Yeah.
I thought we switched it back.
To who?
To you.
I don't think so.
We read it. Well, if it is, you know the sweet silky
Bailey's
pipes.
Outdoor Shop is the official taxidermist
I'm pretty sure
of
we
Final
switched it
Descent
back.
Outdoors.
I'm pretty sure.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Taylor Targets.
No.
Real avid.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that.
Not for the podcast, though.
Not for the podcast. That's right.
Now I got to know.
Say whatever we want.
Now I got to know.
Are you going to look up an episode?
Yeah, I want to see if we switched it back or not.
Finally Decent Outdoors.
Finally Decent.
Search Finally Decent Outdoors, and it'll pull up season 4. That's when this thing started to kind of started finally to get decent.
Started to turn around a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Started to turn around a little bit. All right, so here's a.
So why you look for that?
Yeah.
Oh, you can just skip to the end. Oh, we got don't click past the ads. That's how we get paid.
Sorry, my bad.
That guy's burning his grill. What is this?
People.
What is happening right now?
I don't know, but
this is an ad.
Oh, I'm triggered. I'm triggered.
Oh, no.
I'm triggered.
They're home.
Get to the fan.
Hey, while you're back there, adjust that white balance.
Fix that white balance.
Oh, Adam's triggered by the ad of someone's home burning. Oh, it's still going. This ad is just really insensitive.
I mean, just
really
so
insensitive.
much.
Look at that.
Listen, fireman. Gosh. Devastate. Ah! 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 What have we done?
Oh, go back to it. Go back to it. It doesn't get better. They just bring in firefighters to talk about death and destruction. They got some powder. They just threw it at the guy.
Jeez.
You got to have this in your house, this powder.
This would have totally.
Watch this. Oh, your house. See, Adam, if you had the blanket. If those cats would have been laying on that blanket instead of that fire first blanket that you put your cats on, if that would have been the case, your house would have never burned down. Guess what you're getting for Christmas?
Looks like I'm going to be getting a what is that?
Well, that's a fire extinguisher. But there is a fire retardant blanket.
I could have put the whole back porch out with it. Just give it a big old hug.
Just gave her a hug.
I'll save you, house. I've got my magic blankie.
I'm getting you that for Christmas.
Oh, just looking it up right now.
Hey, Siri.
Oh, my gosh.
Make a note to buy Adam the
fire
blanket for Christmas. Right, got it. It's in.
It's in.
Yep.
It's in the hole. Perfect. It's in the hole.
That's what we needed.
Golly, this is the longest ad I've ever seen. All right.
Well,
it's almost done.
We better made 78 cents just while you watching that ad because that one was long. What's that product called?
I don't know.
It's gone.
It's gone.
All right, so we're getting to the end of an episode.
Yeah.
There I am.
Bailey's Outdoor
Door Shop is the official.
That's you.
Final Descent Outdoors.
It is me.
That is you. I know it. We switched it back.
By Real Avid.
Yeah. We switched it back.
Uh-oh. Get back. Hold on. Here it is. Strut your stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
People ask, like, where did you get the large black man to be the voice of Full Strut Media?
Adam. That's where we found him. We found him
it's
there.
Adam. People don't know that's
me.
your voice.
Strut your stuff.
Yep, that's Adam.
That's me. It's me.
Anyway, we had a great day yesterday. Went to Bailey's Outdoor Shop in Ada, Oklahoma. We actually filmed episode 12's interviews in Bailey's.
Yeah. It was fun. Easy, too.
It was so easy because we're like, I walk in and I'm like, hey, I'm just going to interact with sponsor products.
Yeah.
Did you just go to the logo?
Sorry.
So unprofessional.
I know.
What are you doing over there? Do I need to take over?
What are you doing?
You're garbage.
Garbage.com.
I was like, oh, this is great because I'm going to just act like I'm shopping in an outdoor store, interacting with sponsor product. And so we walk in and there's like this giant Vortex clothing area. They got a ton of Vortex optics. There's Outdoor Edge, ton of Woodhaven.
It's just easy.
Turkey calls. They had the deer calls.
Easy.
They had Reveal sail cams. There was stuff from CVA, Powerbelt bullets. What else? Sorry, it was Real Avid. I know I had the old diet.
That was called the Diet Sun Kiss. Kissed your kissed your insides with the carbonation.
Oh golly, really got me there.
Ugh.
Anyway, but there was a ton of stuff. Also, they sell Final Descent Outdoors gear. So there's some hats there.
Had some hats. Had a schmedium. Had a schmedium Final Descent medium size.
Yeah.
And then they had the LTD blue.
The old LTDs.
The blue and yellow LTDs. You know, people ask us about those too.
Do they?
Yeah.
Let me go to Bailey's Outdoor Shop, mate, Oklahoma.
Go get one at
about
80.
7 of them left.
Yeah, $25. Make you holla.
Anyway, so but we did the interviews there. It was a lot of fun. Rob and his wife are awesome. D, his wife, is awesome. She wasn't there.
No.
But anyway, great people. But we did something else.
Yeah, we picked something up.
We picked up something from Rob.
We did.
The official taxidermist. What did we pick up?
Find out. We picked up my elk.
Yeah.
And we picked up one of your deer.
Right. Picked up 2 things.
Yeah.
But the big thing was your elk. And
emphasis on big thing.
Yeah, no, huge.
We got
300-inch Oklahoma bull.
And then I pulled up to pick you up at our old parking lot meeting place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like where drug deals happen and where we leave our vehicles.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're like, I don't know, buddy.
It's gonna be really close. It's gonna be really close because you guys have a Suburban.
We have a Yukon XL.
Yukon XL.
Yeah, which is a Suburban.
Baby Suburban.
It's a Suburban.
And when you open the back, there's not the gap. The opening gap is not.
It's not
big.
Impressive.
It's not.
It's not excursion like.
No,
which was like the best utility vehicle.
Yeah, for 4.5 miles a gallon. It was perfect.
Yeah,
That's what you
got the 7.3 in it.
It was just.
Would you
anyway,
like
not
a
economical?
V10
not economical,
or a 7.3?
not economical. But
them doors opened.
It did, and we got your elk in.
Yeah.
So you got your elk home.
Got the elk home.
And had some fun with it when you got home.
Yeah, I got home, and Casey saw me coming, and so she's like, her and I, like, you have those moments when you're with your wife where you just know, you don't have to communicate, you just know. And so she knows I'm going to go get the kids and get them into the living room, and Adam's going to come around the back window.
I feel like it works the other way for me. I make the eye contact, but we're not on the same page.
I mean, that also happens.
Most of the time.
I mean, that also happens probably, 50-50.
Yeah.
But I go around the back window and hold that elk up in the back window. And I just hear Hurley, my son.
Oh, yeah. Saw an elk in the back window.
Saw the elk.
Freak you out, man.
I mean, it's a large critter.
Yeah. Freak you out, bud. No
Large
doubt about
critter.
it. No doubt about it.
So.
Anyway, and then but you ADHD'd in that moment.
Yes, I did.
6:30 this morning. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, first thing, I got it in the house.
Oh, yeah.
And Addie Faye came around
the
the
demon
corner.
herself.
Oh, she came around that corner.
She felt like she saw, first off, she saw something with just a big monster with horns.
Yeah.
And she went and hugged it.
She immediately went up and she's like, "Oh, so pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
Oh, so pretty." And she went straight to it, just latched onto it.
Because she thought it was a demon.
She loved it. She loved it. She loved it.
Little demon child. I love her.
But in the midst of all the fun.
Which my daughter asked when she could babysit again. She did ask.
Well, we need to bring her by.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah. So we, amidst all the fun, I was also kind of like transitioning stuff from the Yukon.
Well, it wasn't like we didn't have a 13-hour day yesterday.
No, it was a long day.
Yeah.
But transitioning stuff from the Yukon to the other car because we were coming back today because we didn't get to finish yesterday.
Mm-hmm. We needed 15 hours.
Yeah, we needed 15. We didn't have it.
Clayton Edgar.
Clayton.
We got Edgared.
We got Edgar right in the face.
We got Edgared right in the face. Anyway,
straight in the face.
Another whole story.
Yeah.
Another
and then I left the trunk open on my car with all my camera equipment just sitting there.
Right on the edge.
Right on the edge.
Right, yeah.
And so this morning...
it would have been great if you'd have woke up and just raccoons just taking a bunch of pictures.
They're out there like...
Just snapping photos.
Yeah.
But they'd snap photos of you.
Sleeping.
Naked. Getting out of the shower.
Yeah.
Just peeping Tom raccoons. Just punks.
Just perverted trash pandas. Perverted trash pandas.
They're different out there at Wilston.
Yeah.
They're different.
They like to look through windows. I got a keen eye for naked gingers.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So 6:30 this morning.
Yeah, I hear like some pitter patter upon the window, and it wasn't.
It's a raccoon.
It wasn't the raccoon.
It's a raccoon peeping through the window.
He's up there on the window going, "Hey, big boy, I see you in there." Why does he sound like that? Hey, big boy.
I love the accent.
I see you. I see you just rising out of that bed.
Oh my God.
I need you to get out of it quicker.
He's a creepy pastor from Mississippi.
Yeah.
That's the creepy pastor from Mississippi.
I see you in there, boy. Father in heaven.
Did I ever tell you about the time? Did I ever tell you about the guy at the church I served at in Durant who had a lisp?
Is this the?
Yeah, and a great guy, but he had a lisp, and he had a pretty good voice, but he would sing, but his and so
Lover of my.
He'd be like, Jesus, lover of my soul.
Was it
Jesus.
really that?
Oh, 100%.
Like no like was he at least on pitch?
Every time. No, that's what I'm saying. He was a good singer.
Maybe it's kind of like
no, but it
the
would be just in
Mongolian
just
singers,
in conversation too, though.
Oh,
he'd be like,
okay.
"Well, it's good to see you today, Brad. It's happy Sunday school. Welcome to Sunday school." You know,
we're gonna change
welcome to Sunday school.
We're gonna change it to family groups because of you.
It's the discipleship training. So anyway, keep going your story. So
so I had
it's not a raccoon.
I had the raccoons pitter patting on the window.
God, what a rabbit!
Jeez,
Glad
people need
the
this.
Dirty Dozen.
The
watching
dirty
this.
dozens watching this
the
right
dirty
now.
half a dozen.
They're completely fulfilled. We're 15 minutes in, and they're like, I've reached my quota.
Turn it off. Save the rest of this one for
I need
next
this
week.
for another day.
Yeah. Hey, listen. I'm going to just tell you, this one gets way.
We're going down a road. I don't even know what we're going down.
This one gets way worse better. Gets way worse better.
Boy.
I saved a story.
Oh gosh.
For this podcast. Some other people know it, have heard it. They would say it's a top 3 Brackley story. Anyway, keep talking about. So it's 6:30 a.m.
Yeah. So I hear rain on the window, and immediately I'm like, "Hey, look, it's raining." You have that moment where it snaps.
I
like,
knew I left
and so
the trunk open.
And I looked at Casey and I said, "Did I leave the trunk open?" And she was like, "No, I shut it." And I said, "But did you shut mine?" And she goes, "I didn't even know your."
I don't care about your stuff.
Yeah, I don't care about your things.
I don't care about your things.
That's your problem. And no, so she didn't know that my car was.
Great
over.
job, Casey.
Yeah, it's Casey's fault.
It's 100% Casey's
100%
fault.
Casey's
Anyway,
fault. But yeah, so my truck was open, so I ran
aren't
out.
your vehicles literally parked side by side?
Yes.
Okay, it's Casey's fault. Casey's taking that L.
What's this 100%? So I came back inside. All right, I ran outside in my underwear, and the raccoons were happy. This is the moment. And they actually set the whole thing up. I think we shut the trunk and they opened it up knowing that they'd
You know who wasn't happy? Your sister-in-law next door.
Katie's like, "Mom!
Anyway.
Can't do anything around here. We're going streaking." Yeah.
Meet you at the cattle guard.
Meet you at the cattle guard.
So you realized I left the trunk open. You go out. And there's some JTS shotguns.
There's 2 JTS shotguns that we shot with today.
Let's be careful.
Filmed with today.
Yeah.
And then my whole camera bag, unzipped, just being rained upon. So I grabbed all of it.
Those Sony A7S3s are cheap.
They are cheap, and they are weather sealed. So
good thing it wasn't a Black Magic.
No, that would have been trouble.
They've been done.
They've been trouble. They look great, but they do not do well.
We just shot on a Black Magic.
Yeah, it looked really good. I've been going through the footage. I mean, that clip that I sent you was
it was incredible.
They look.
Was that you, bro?
Did you just?
I think mouse fart.
I think the camera. I think the laptop too did.
That was wild, bro. What if that? Surely that came through.
I heard it again.
I didn't hear it again. Unless there is a mouse in this office.
Maybe.
I did see him.
So, anyway, that happened. Got all of it saved, got it inside, cleaned it up, and then woke up Hurley, and Hurley comes out at 6:30 in the morning to me walking in, soaking wet with a bag and 2 guns in my underwear. What are you doing?
Dad,
don't worry about it.
Dad, are we in Breaking Bad? Is this an episode of Breaking Bad?
Do you sell meth?
Are you cooking meth? That's not a beef jerky machine in my office, in my building. That's actually a meth maker.
That's a giant meth
Maker 3000. That's the title of this episode.
Oh,
Meth Maker 3000.
I need to make some more jerky. I'm out of jerky. I need jerky. Just good old blue jerky.
It sure is white and clear.
It sure looks.
It's not very cloudy.
Sure, kind of.
You know, for a fat guy, I sure know a lot about meth.
That's methed up.
That's methed up. All right, so I got a story for you.
Okay.
That's a great story, by the way. Traumatize your children, send them to therapy.
Yeah, it's good stuff. That's part of life.
The raccoon thing. It's one of my. That's a great moment.
That's a good
that
moment.
one forever.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a busy weekend this last weekend. What's his voice again?
Hey, I see you in there. I'm just gonna come up to your window tonight and be like, "Hey, Brad, you sure that shirt needs to stay on?"
Well,
I bet that bed sheet's a lot fuzzier. Than
I tell you what, it's kind of a little bit of a lead into my story. I had a busy weekend. I spoke in Carlsted, Minnesota, this weekend on Saturday.
Minnesota.
I'm 15 minutes from the Canada border. I'm just under 2 hours from Winnipeg. So I speak on Saturday night. Got a real quick turnaround. So I get up at 4:15 on Saturday morning. My flight leaves Oklahoma City.
That's early.
Yes, my flight leaves at 6:30 a.m. So I get up, drive to Will Rogers World Airport.
Not world.
It is world.
Part of the world.
It's part of the world. It'll get you anywhere in the world.
It'll get you anywhere
It's
in
an
the world.
international airport. So we do have a nice airport in Oklahoma.
Yeah, I dog on it, but I love our airport.
It's actually a really nice airport.
It's one of those that every time you get there at 4:30, you're like, why did I?
They're fixing to build a hatch breakfast place inside.
Oh,
And
like a legit, like a hat, like
no,
a
not hatch, like hatch.
Did you know that one of my friends like worked there, and I got to go to the like the VIP.
Oh, the little VIP launch thing,
like the launch deal.
You know, I've had an opportunity to do that for a couple places.
It's nice.
Yeah,
it's hard to beat free food.
Yeah,
especially theirs. They have those little hash brown ball things, those deep fried hash brown ball deals. They're like stuffed with bacon and sausage.
You know who doesn't follow orders well? McDonald's. Yesterday, me and Adam ordered a sausage and egg biscuit.
Egg and cheese biscuit. No cheese for you.
No cheese for me. Lactose. And I have an issue with just a McDonald's anyway.
So
we order. They give us a bacon and egg, which usually is fine. It's like, it's fine.
Which is not. But yeah, show them.
Let me show you how thick this bacon was. Maybe.
I think that might be thicker.
I do too, actually.
Can you unfold it? There. Now.
That was as thick as the bacon.
It was.
Did we need this? No, we're good. Just making sure.
Crap!
This was a contract for $175,000.
It definitely wasn't ours then.
It definitely wasn't.
Definitely was not.
Oh, I meant to tell you about this business deal I got.
Side note.
Anyway, so I speak in.
That's all this podcast is just side notes.
100%. So do we call this one side notes, or do we call it Meth Maker 3000?
Meth Maker. I think the clickbait is going to definitely be in Meth Maker 3000.
Meth Maker. People will be so disappointed. Be like, I want to learn how to make meth, and then they get this.
They're going
to get some Jesus at the end of it.
If you're looking to make meth, Jesus loves you. He wants to take you out of the Meth 3000 business, and he wants to put you into salvation, unto your soul.
Do it.
Back to the story.
Do it in the coon voice. Do it. Let's hear it, bro. Serious face, you're a professional.
I'm fine. Jesus, he wants to save your soul from the meth today, from the Meth Maker 3000, and put your soul onto salvation in the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Onto the solid rock and not the rock of meth. 100%. Just tapping on the window.
That guy's pattering on your window.
Oh,
but they can't see through your window because you got the aluminum foil.
I really wish God would have used a raccoon to speak to those people instead of that donkey.
So the donkey.
Man, that'd have been a much better story.
Oh.
Anyway, what are we talking about?
Side note.
You
were saying you're in Winnipeg, just south of the Canadian border.
We also didn't talk about how we ate a really good hamburger yesterday at Folgers.
Oh, yeah, we're at Folgers.
Folgers Cafe 8, Oklahoma. If you've never ate there, it was established they opened the business in 1935.
It's been there a minute. It's been there. It was good. I mean, I still stand behind my thing. Is like it is the best Sonic burger I've ever had. It had that vibe of if you've ever had
they had
Sonic.
The chopped onions.
It had the big chunky chopped onions and the chopped lettuce. The patties similar thickness. Sorry, Folgers. But it was really good.
It was good. You had two conies.
Also,
you had
two
a burger,
chili cheese conies,
fries, and two conies.
God,
how? Look at us right here. I literally double you in size, and you ate so much more. You eat so much more than me. All the time.
Some people got it.
Okay. Anyway, so I spoke in Carlsted, Minnesota. Get up early, go to Will Rogers World Airport Saturday morning. Fly out. I flew to Chicago. Got to Chicago plenty of time.
Yeah.
Actually land about 20 minutes early. All right. Go American, right?
It's the first and last time you're ever going to say that.
I know. It's
Remember
hard.
what American did to us in Florida?
I do. 5:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
24-hour delay.
But look what it gave us.
Did you hear that?
Oh, my God. Anyway.
It got us a good fishing trip.
Got us a good. We'd have never met Captain Jeff.
Captain Jeff.
We'd have never played that game of darts. And we wouldn't have had to been able to spend as much time. Well, we would have 8 hours.
Yeah, we
still would have done that.
Yeah, it was on the list.
Yeah, we would have.
I'm not going to
But
Florida.
we got to stay for free at Jeff's house.
Yeah.
It saved us money.
Which was, if we were less tired, we probably would have thought maybe this is not that great of an idea to sleep at a guy's house you've never met before. But we were that tired where it was like, I don't care. Is there a bed?
Yeah, I'll you me sleep in your bed, Jeff? I don't know you.
I don't know you, but I'm tired.
I'm not tired. I could probably crash anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, so get to Chicago. I have an hour, right? I'm supposed to land at like 8:58 a.m. and my flight leaves at 10:01.
Okay.
So at 9:46 they're going to shut the door. So I'm like, no problem. We sit on the runway for 30 minutes.
That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah. They're like, sorry, guys, Chicago Airport's a busy place, and we're just waiting for our gate to clear, and we'll be able to get you in. So I get off the plane at 9:37. I'm in Terminal L, and I got to go to H.
That's a jaunt.
It's a jaunt.
That's a good jaunt.
So, your boy mall walked.
Did you get? It's like, did you get?
Oh, yeah. No, I had the good.
Is that the thing where
my little rolling back behind me? You know,
it's like the mall walk where your
in
upper body doesn't move, but your hips are like.
Oh, 100%, right? Because I don't want to run, but I start getting, and it's like 9:44, and I've got 2 minutes, and I'm close, so I had to run.
So at some point, you realize that you look more ridiculous trying to fast walk than you do if you just run.
100%. I just hate to run. I hate running.
No, I don't like running either unless it's got a point.
So I had to break and run. So I get there literally like, luckily they were a little delayed.
Oh, okay.
And so I pull up. They're boarding Group 5. I'm in Group 5, so I'm like,
is this my plane?
You guys going to Fargo? So the closest airport outside of Winnipeg, which I don't
the
wanna,
altitude in Chicago's got.
yeah, I'm definitely not fat. That last 200 yards definitely didn't kill me at all. Anyway, so I'm flying to Fargo, North Dakota. I've never been to Fargo. You ever been to Fargo?
I've never been to Fargo.
No, so I flew into Fargo.
Okay.
Get on a plane, flying to Fargo. I'm on the plane, and literally everyone is wearing camo.
Okay.
It's like everybody was like literally. There's probably the plane wasn't full. There's probably 40 people on the plane, and 25 of them are going waterfowl hunting.
Really? Yeah, they're all going up there goose and duck.
Yeah. So guys like, what are you coming in? What do you do for a living? And I was like, well, I hunt for a living. He's like, you up here hunting too? What's your outfit are you hunting with? I'm like, no, I'm actually going to Carlsted, Minnesota to speak at a dinner tonight.
Yeah.
But anyway, so got picked up at the airport, and it's a 2-hour drive.
Okay.
From Fargo to Carlsted. Drive to Carlsted. It's beautiful. Oh. Beautiful up there.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Get there. The host guy that's brought me in. Go to his house. I take a little power nap. Beautiful house out in the middle of nowhere. He's a big farmer. Specializing in potatoes.
Potatoes, huh?
Potatoes, yeah. So they do seedling potatoes.
Okay.
And he's like, yeah, the only place in Oklahoma I've ever sent potatoes was Hydro, Oklahoma.
Huh.
And I was like, interesting. Not a lot of potatoes grown here. Yeah.
Not great soil for potatoes.
We're not great soil for anything. We
Not
live in a
great.
state where the government said, this place sucks.
Give
What
it
are we
away.
going to do? They said, let's have land runs and give the land away for free. So that's what they did. Anyway, it's a church there. Go to the church. I speak. Have a great dinner. Did a great job. They killed it. Did a great job.
Yeah.
Speak. Was awesome. This lady gives her life to the Lord. There's several people that give their life to the Lord, but you know when somebody like it like
One sticks out to you.
man.
Yeah.
She was probably like early 30s. Her and her husband were there, and I did altar call, and man, her hand just was like whoa, just shot up.
Yeah.
Shot up.
Yeah.
And she's crying. Afterwards, her and her husband, like after everything's over, they come down to the altar. I walk up to her and I was like, man, I want you to know how awesome that was. It's like that was incredible. I said, you know, there was 5-6 people in this room who gave their life to the Lord tonight. There was probably, I don't know, there's 100 people there.
Yeah.
And said, man, you're stuck out because it was your hand went up with such conviction. Like, I know I need this. And she just was like, yes. And I've been I've had questions. She goes, I almost had church trauma, but she kind of goes into kind of her past and all this stuff. and we talked about, man, I don't go to church because this is my left or my right. I go to church because of what Jesus did for me. I have an opportunity. It's a privilege to worship God because he didn't need me. I was like, God doesn't need you to worship him, to show up at a church to worship him. He says, if you don't do it, if nobody shows up, the rocks in the parking lot will do it for me. I don't need you.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a great conversation. It was really great. Anyway, so visited a little while afterwards, and then they're like, we're going to drive you back to Fargo.
Yeah.
Because your plane leaves at 6:20 a.m. Sunday morning. So we make the 2-hour drive back. So I got up at 4:15. Flew to Chicago to Fargo, 2-hour drive in a car to Carlsted. Speak, which like sucks the energy from me.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot out of you.
It's emotional, you know, because some of the stuff I share about is hard.
Yeah,
you know, part of my testimony, and I do that. I share, make the 2-hour drive back. So I get to my hotel room at 10:30 at night. And I'm staying at the Comfort Inn and Suites. Very nice. Not far from the airport. I call. They don't have a shuttle, so I have to call a taxi cab.
Wow.
Call a taxi cab and schedule a pickup for in the morning.
Okay.
For 5 a.m.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Taxi.
Man, let me tell you. Right on time.
I bet you that's the one difference.
Yeah. I didn't trust the Lyft.
The Uber.
Yeah.
The Lyft and Uber.
Didn't trust old Todd to pull up and get me.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, get to my hotel room, get there, check in. So what's the name under? It was obviously it wasn't under my name. It was under the guy who booked it. I'm like, all right, yeah, we got you here. Check in. So, all right, your room 218. Elevator around the corner. Go up, get in the hotel room. It's very nice. Big king-size bed, real open floor plan.
Yeah.
Really big room.
I got you in a nice place.
Got me in a nice place. Took care of me, you know, for me to sleep here for
a few minutes.
6.5 hours.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I take a quick shower and I go to bed. Now, earmuff your children. Okay. Not that it's bad. I'll just say that I sleep in my birthday suit.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So my scenario, if I would have been in your shoes this morning, would have been completely different.
Would have been more traumatic.
Yeah, for Hurley. Especially it would have been me.
Yeah.
The coon would have been happy.
Oh,
the old raccoon outside would have been like, yes!
Yes. I've waited for this moment.
Or no! depending on your vibe.
Depending upon the trash pandas.
Yeah, depending on the old trash panda. Anyway, so I'm a birthday suit guy.
Okay.
And so I'm in my birthday suit, go to bed. Get in bed, it's one of them deals where like I'm so tired, I'm not in my normal place, but dude, I'm out. Oh yeah. All right, make sure that alarm is set. Yeah. I'm out.
Yeah, shut her down. What's that like?
1 a.m.
Okay.
I hear rustling.
Rustling?
Like noise. It's pitch black. Dude, I wouldn't pull the curtains down. Shut up. I mean, dude, it is pitch black in my room. I mean, pitch black. I hear rustling. And I'm like, what is going on, man? I lift my head up, lower my eyes, and I hear a voice say, I can't find the light switch.
Oh, no. I can't find the light switch.
Well, immediately I'm like,
You.
they're here to kill me in my hotel room in Fargo.
This is what happens in Fargo.
This is what happens in Fargo. I saw
I've
that
seen
movie.
the movie.
It was a movie. That movie was a murder.
I've seen the movie.
It was all a murder mystery, right? And so I hear the voice say, I can't find the light switch. And so I pull the covers back, jump out of bed, fists up, bud.
You're ready to go?
I'm ready to go. Light turns on. The wife screams at my naked, ready to fight body.
Oh my god!
And she found the light switch.
Yeah.
So I'm up like this, butt naked.
Yeah.
Light comes on. She screams. The guy I see, so he's in front of me. So she's like over here at the deal. He's walked into the room.
Yeah.
Fists up, because he's like, "Was gonna find like a lamp or something,
Yeah.
you know." So my arm, I'm up.
Yeah.
I see him.
Oh my!
And I'm like, "What are you doing in my room?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "They gave me a key. They gave me a key. They gave me a key."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "This is my room. Get out of my room."
Yeah.
Like, butt naked, right? Just, get out of my room, right? I mean, they sprint with their little roller bags. Like she's out the hallway.
She's already done.
He grabs the door and he's like, "I'm so sorry. They gave me a key, man." Out the door. Door shuts behind him. Well, you can't just climb back in bed and just immediately go to sleep after that being woke up from REM.
Oh,
right?
Man.
So I call the front desk. No one will answer. And I'm like, I'm not getting dressed.
Yeah.
I'm going down there. So I laid in the bed for like 1:30, 1:45, trying to go back to sleep. Just the
oh yeah, you're
replaying it
jacked.
through my right?
You're jacked.
So, I mean, I just traumatized.
Do you even like remember their faces?
Oh yeah.
Oh, like just burned in your memory.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
The guy kind of looked like a thumb.
He did.
Yeah, bald.
Yeah.
You know, heavy set guy.
Yeah.
Lady was they're probably like mid-50s.
Yeah.
Lady, kind of dirty blonde hair.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Burned.
they have more things to remember.
They've got more trauma.
They've got more things to remember me by.
Yeah. All kinds of things.
Yeah. I mean, could you imagine a gorilla a naked gorilla of a man hopping? I mean, guys, I'm a big dude. I'm a large, big college football playing freaking dude, right? And I'm his fist up, bud.
Oh man.
So the next morning, I get up early. Got to be my ride's at 5, so like 4:50. I'm downstairs. Set my key. There's nobody at the desk. 4:50. I set my key on the desk. I sit in the chair waiting for my ride to show up.
Yeah.
And a guy walks around the corner. He's like, "Are you checking out?" I said, "Yeah, I'm checking out. I also need to visit with you why somebody was in my room at 1 a.m. that you gave a key to."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh my gosh, that was you. We are so sorry."
Yeah.
He's like, "We somehow it got put in the system that you were in 216, but we gave you a key to 218."
Yeah.
And he's like, we just made a bad mistake." And I was like, "Dude, this is how people die. This is how people die." I said, "If I would have drove," I said, "I carry a pistol. I carry a 1911 45 pistol." And I said, "It sits on the nightstand."
Yeah.
When I'm by myself, it sits on the nightstand.
Yeah.
And I said, "Dude, if I would have driven here and not flown here, I'd have sprung out of bed and killed those people."
Oh gosh.
And he's like, "We're just so sorry. We're so sorry. You know, blah, blah, blah."
At what point does sorry not cut it? And they go, "That is such a bad mistake that we're giving you all of your money back."
Well, it wasn't my money.
Well, whoever's money it was.
Yeah, and they probably should have. I called the guy and told him.
Shared with him this
I shared
lovely
the
story.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, after I talked to you guys about Jesus, I was naked in this bed. I was ready to fight someone." Broke into my room. Anyway, so I just felt like I didn't share that story with you until today.
Because I'm glad I got to experience it with the Dirty Dozen.
Extra dirty dozen.
Extra Dirty Dozen today, because God.
But what's crazy about that is that we've experienced that.
I was about to say, you were the lady in the room that we remember when we walked into that.
She didn't wake up. That lady slept
she was
hard.
Well, no, she was dead.
She could have been.
There's a good chance.
Where did we stay at? Super 8 in Corsicana, Texas?
Corsicana, Texas.
You couldn't go in the lobby. You had that little side window you checked into. There could have been a dead body in there.
There 100% could have been a dead body.
She could have been. She could have been
We watched the news just to make sure.
She could have been a part of the Meth Maker 3000.
She could have been. She's in the Meth Maker 3000 club.
Could have been. I mean,
she was sleeping hard enough. That was another level of rim when you had, because that lady walked in.
Turn the light on. She's like, "Here you go."
Well, I mean, she was not quiet.
No, not at all. Turn the light on. Well, here you guys go. And I'm like,
"Oh,
man, there's a woman in that bed."
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. How did she sleep through me beating on the door?
Oh God, like we were.
Hammering
on the
hard.
door.
It turned green, and I'm like,
bam! Yeah.
Like, God, what the heck? Green, bam! I mean, nothing.
No, I don't know. I still don't know how that lady.
And I was talking to a friend that said that this had happened twice to them.
At that hotel?
No.
Oh.
Just in other times that
they've been let in.
Yeah, like let into other.
That's why they
rooms.
put that little latch thing at the top.
Well, I guarantee you it was latched over the next time.
Sometimes you got to learn things the hard way.
That's right.
Sometimes in life.
Yeah, you got to learn things the hard way.
It is the way things are.
It was it was traumatizing. Like I wonder what's their story.
I know. I was like, God, can we figure out who those people were?
That's weird. That gets awkward.
No, but it's great for me.
It's weird. It's weird having somebody on the podcast. I don't want to have a podcast guest.
So, you've seen Brad and the Buff. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
let's get into the details.
What is this accent?
I don't know. This just seems like the guy that's going to talk about
like the weird. You're like I feel like you're like a Broadway review guy.
Yeah.
Let's get into the details.
The nitty gritty, shall we say? Yeah. Oh,
is he lying about showering before he went to bed?
Was there an odor? Good old Meth Maker 3000 episode. Not going to let down anybody on that one, buddy.
There was a pungent smell.
It's real bits of Panther. This is from the Ron Burgundy.
Oh, my gosh. The
Panther. It's got real pieces of Panther in it.
50% of the time, it works every time. Yeah.
Wait. What? Oh, my gosh.
It smelled like cat urine. Anyway, I am curious what their story is. I don't want to have a conversation with them about it. That'd been really bad if they're like, we're sharing a taxi with you to the. They gave us. Could you imagine?
Oh gosh.
If I was been in the taxi with people at the airport.
Get on the taxi.
Can you believe that they gave us a key to someone else's room last night? And they look and they're like, hey,
wait,
you look familiar. Take your shirt off.
Take your shirt off.
It's him.
I recognize you.
I recognize you now. I recognize that little patch of chest hair.
They're from Oklahoma. They're on the plane back with you in the seats next to you the whole way.
Oh, gosh.
It could have gotten a lot worse.
Yeah, I show up to like my kid's school.
Yeah.
And they're like my kid's teacher.
We're the new guidance counselor.
I guess I'd shave my beard.
At that point, you're like,
I don't know what I would do. Oh, that's trauma for both of us.
This has been a really traumatic episode. We got the fire stuff in there.
Yeah, that was.
There's lots of trauma.
Yeah,
trauma 3000.
Trauma 3000.
That's the way it works.
The Trauma Maker 3000. Yeah. Anyway, that was the story that I felt that I needed to share with you.
All that doing the Lord's work.
Yeah,
that's what's. It's like you look back at it, because even like we said about I've said about the fire, if it was worth one person knowing that Jesus loves them, and the same thing, if that couple had to come in and see you in the booth,
in the booth, okay,
then that's how they say
in the buff.
Up north they say in the booth,
okay.
Not the buff. That's the buff's the southern thing.
That's very Fargo.
In the Fargo saw this guy in the booth. Yeah. It was worth it. It was worth it.
I don't know if it was, man. I don't know if it was.
Deeply humbling.
You'd have to ask them.
Deeply humbling.
You'd have to ask them if it was worth it. So anyway, so I had a pretty traumatizing. I don't know what it is. I've had just some bad hotel experiences.
Yeah, the more hotels that you go to, the more odds are that you're going to have some.
It's anything.
Yeah, you're going to have some experiences.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was my weekend. What'd you do this weekend?
Not that. All I got is just these perverted goons. That's all I got.
These raccoons trying to peek through my windows.
Yeah. That's all I got to deal with.
Yeah. Get the old thermal out and take care of them.
Wild. What's funny is, it's like I know you wanted to tell me that story as soon as you possibly could, but I'm proud of you. You held it in.
No, I did. I told a lot of people. I told a lot of people. I told it at my son's little baseball tournament.
You did?
A bunch of parents gathered around the next day because I flew in. So I flew into Oklahoma City, and I drove straight from Will Rogers World Airport to Little Axe, Oklahoma, for a baseball tournament.
Straight in.
Yeah, went straight to a baseball tournament.
Straight in.
And of course, April had already told multiple.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody knew.
Yeah.
And she basically just said, "Brad has a story to tell you."
Brad has a story to tell.
And so everybody's like, "Well, what happened to you? I heard something happened to you at your hotel last night. What happened?" They didn't really know the details. I was like, "Well, let's get into it.
Let's talk about it."
And so we talked about it. So yeah, I've had some hotel things. The Baymont Inn in Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bad deal.
Mm-hmm.
The Corsicana, Texas.
This is why we Airbnb now.
Yeah, 100%. That's why that happens. Anyway,
that's why we do it.
I didn't plan ahead for that Corsicana one. We didn't have that much.
That was also. Most of these things happened because we're tired.
100%.
Yeah. The Corsicana was like, I can't do it. We both need to go to bed.
Yeah, because we thought about driving all night.
We thought about it and we're like,
can't do it.
Can't do it.
I ain't as young as I once was, but I am as young as I ever was.
That it's the more time goes by, the more I realize that
we're getting old.
The way it is.
We're getting old. Yeah, 100%.
The way it is.
Man. We've had some good spiritual talk already.
Yeah.
But I really was that the trip to Carlson was really, really awesome to see, because the odds of somebody, that's what I told her too, is the odds of somebody over the age of 18 accepting Christ, man, the odds drop quick.
Yeah.
The odds drop quick.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often. We don't see it happen very often. So the odds of that are pretty slim. So the fact that she was so convicted by it, made that decision, it was really, really incredible. But it also, is just a great reminder that though the odds may be small, man, we still have a job to do.
Still got a job to do, and there's everywhere. It's like it's the same thing. It's the As You Are Going Ministries deal. It's like everywhere we go, there's purpose, and there's like we've said,
the Great Commission, right? Matthew chapter 28. Says, as you were going, make disciples. And what does it mean by as you're going? As you do life, right? Mm-hmm. So as you're going about life, so your job, your, ball games with your kids, wherever it is, whatever you're doing at school, wherever life has you, as you are going, you should be trying to make disciples.
Yeah,
it
is a fight against compartmentalization. It's a fight against. I'm this way at church, I'm this way at work, I'm this way at home with my family. It's like, no, the principal thing that unifies your whole existence is Christ.
Yeah, it's just simple things. You know what I mean? Like yesterday, we were sitting at Folgers.
Yeah.
And you spilled your drink.
Threw my Coke all over the ground.
You just tossed your Coke behind the counter.
I'm not left-handed.
We were sitting at a bar, all right? So it had like a big bar you could sit at and eat, and you spilled it on the other side of the bar.
Like the drive-through window's right in front of me, so it's not like a untrafficked area.
No, horribly trafficked.
Couldn't have thrown it on a better spot.
I mean, you're just like
just, and it was full.
Oh,
I mean, she just refilled it. It was full to the brim, and I threw that joker all over the floor.
But and the reason you were sitting there is because we gave a guy buffer when we first went in and sat down.
Yeah.
So we left a stool in between.
Yeah, a one-stool buffer.
Had a one-stool buffer. It's kind of like a urinal.
Yeah.
Right? We've talked urinal etiquette before.
Urinal
on the
etiquette. There's a game.
We left a buffer between us, right? Because,
Folger's not a big place.
It's not a big place, and I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
And so for me to sit next to you is like we're in one another's space a little bit.
We are touching.
Legs are touching. There's no choice. There's 3 guys come in, and because everybody's kind of got the old buffer,
all the booths are kind of full too.
Yeah, so booths are full. They're standing there, no place to sit.
Mm-hmm.
I realized it said, hey, if Adam bumps down to the end, because he had a buffer between him and the wall, he goes to the end. I sit next to him. It opens up 3 stools.
Yeah.
These guys could sit down. I said, hey, guys, we'll bump. And they're like, no, it's all right. And I said, hey, man, no, we'll do it. And they're like, no. We end up bumping down. And I was like, it's going to be really awkward now that we've moved if you don't sit.
If you don't sit down, you have
and they
to
kind of laugh and come over and sit down.
Yeah.
Small talk, funny guys a little bit. They're doing their thing. Well, their food come out. And one of the guys like, hey, man, let me pray for us. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just little stuff. Like, you talk about compartmentalizing your life. Like,
as we're like,
would you pray for us too?
Could you do a retroactive prayer?
I did a Calvinism prayer. I prayed one time and said, God bless my food forever. And so he did.
Yeah.
Some deep theology right there.
There's some
but
probably
anyway,
not great theology, but we're going to go.
Depends on who you ask, buddy.
Depends on who you ask.
You leading towards the Arma or you leading towards the Calva?
The Calva.
Which way you leaning? Anyway, but just like you said, not compartmentalizing your life so that when those opportunities arise, and I think the less you compartmentalize your life and you view everything from a biblical worldview, and you make that a habit, you see those opportunities in front of you more often. And when we fail to do that, it's not that those opportunities aren't there; we just miss them.
Yeah,
you agree with that?
I 100% agree with that. It's something that I always talk about with. Not only with my own kids, but even with the youth group and Casey and I've had these conversations too. Of it's really hard to see where you can be Jesus in the world when you don't have your Jesus glasses on, like you don't have the lenses right on. Like it's the same thing if you were to walk around without glasses on, which you do sometimes, and I have to like remind you where they're at. But what?
Where are they?
And it's like the world when it's out of focus. It's hard for you to get anything done at the right purpose.
Man, 100%.
It's like if you've got your Jesus-colored glasses on, the world looks different when you look through them.
When you see people different, too.
Yeah.
You know, you see
everything's different.
Yeah, everything's different. You see people different. You know, and so that's a great word, man. That's a great word. It's just important for us to not compartmentalize and to just put on them Jesus glasses.
Put on the Jesus glasses. It's that how can I see the world around me the way that Jesus would have seen the world around me? It's like it's if they could take that bracelet off their wrist and strap it over their eyes, that's the whole concept. It's like, what would Jesus do? That whole movement was great, but what would Jesus do should affect the way you see the world. Well, in the same way when we read the Word, like we get caught up in reading the Word and saying like, oh, this is the Word. We try to use it as a window before we use it as a mirror. And so like that whole thing with the glasses is the same thing. It's like if I cannot see the world through the eyes that Jesus saw the world, then that's what creates compartmentalization.
For sure, man. For sure. And it's easy to do that. Man, it's easy. It's so easy to do that, to get lost in that. Yeah. You know, I'm guilty of it.
Yeah.
Just getting busy.
Get busy and then...
It's not like I'm doing bad things. I just get busy.
Well, you get busy and you get selfish. I mean, that's the next step in the thing is like when I get busy, I immediately start thinking about me.
Yeah, well, speak for yourself. That's not mine. Not a selfish bone in this body.
Not
all right.
Completely selfless.
Oh, just giving.
Just give.
You know.
Yeah.
Just handing out blessings.
Yeah. So there,
Handing out blessings and lessons.
Blessing them with lessons.
That's right. That's right. No, it's a great word, Adam. It really is.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
It's one of my memory verses is Ephesians 4:32 is be kind to one another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, as God in Christ forgave you.
Oh man, that's good.
So it's
you know what? Philippians 1:3.
Yeah.
I thank my God every time.
Yeah.
I think of you.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
and
beautiful.
I guarantee those people in that hotel room do not quote that verse when they think about me.
There's somewhere.
I thank my God every time I think
there's
of that naked gorilla man that sprung out of the bed ready to fight us.
They're in the Psalms.
At 1:15 a.m.
They're in the Psalms somewhere. They're going like, Lord, when will you not forget me amongst my enemies? Don't forsake me.
Lord,
even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, make the bad man go away.
Oh, and people need this.
Ugh.
People need this podcast.
Right. There's so much more productive things that could have happened, but this is fun. It's therapeutic.
I needed to tell that story.
I needed to get this off my chest.
I needed it. I needed to get it out there. Needed to get it out there, man.
I'm going to find the music.
You probably should find the music. Guys, we would love to hear from you. I got on some Final Descent merch today. I got on one of our hoodies today, rocking one of the hoodies.
I had one of them on, but I got hot. I needed to take it off.
It's a little stuffy in here.
Yeah.
But anyway, go to our website, man. We'd love for you to support our cause by buying some of our merch. It'd be incredible. It's a great way to do that. You can go to finaldescentoutdoors.com, order some of the OFDO merch. And then also make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel.
Helps with the algorithm.
It helps with the old algae.
The thumbs up button.
Right, and when that fire video pops up as an ad, watch all 3 minutes of it.
You take all 3 minutes of that so we can get our 75 cent.
Yeah, need that. You
might want to text Brad and let him know what the product is.
Exactly. Perfect. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you follow us on all of our social medias. You can find Final Descent Outdoors on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Instagram hates us right now. Dude, we have 15,000 followers. And
they got you blacklisted?
I posted a picture yesterday of Ashley and Adam Nicholas's little boy in Habit gear. Had the it's so cute. He's in overalls. I was like, this would be great. 3 likes.
Really?
3 likes.
That got you blacklisted.
Dude, it's been bad. It's been bad. So Instagram didn't love us. So go get some love on Instagram. Also find us on Twitter, FD Outdoors. Instagram's FD Outdoors. And Adam, where do people find you, bud?
You can find us on somewhere on the internet, probably YouTube. YouTube channel, Hurley Films. Check us out there. Don't ever look at my Facebook or my Instagram, so good luck.
You're part of the problem.
Part of the problem is fine. I can be a part of the problem.
Be part of the problem, better than being part of the solution.
Yep.
Meth Maker 3000.
Meth Maker 3000.
I hope somehow you found an ounce of enjoyment from this podcast today. You sick, twisted people.
If you didn't laugh a little bit, there's something wrong with you.
100%.
That much.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Black it out.
Just get us out.
Yep.
Hard cuts all the way out. Bam.